Today we're going to read a poem, and in the poem you will notice that some words are highlighted, and I will explain why after the poem is read. So I'm going to read the poem. All you have to do is listen. The woodpecker pecked at a little round hole and made him a house in the telephone pole. One day when I watched, he poked out his head, and he had on a hood and a collar of red. When the streams of the rain poured out of the sky, and the sparkles of lightning go flashing by, and the big, big wheels of thunder roll, he can snuggle back in the telephone pole. Okay, so looking at the highlighted words, the first one is woodpecker. How many syllables are in that word? Right, 3. Okay, now the next highlighted bolded section is telephone pole. So just looking at telephone, how many syllables are in that word? 3 again. And then pole. Right, 1. Then the next bolded word is lightning, which has how many syllables? 2. And the next bolded spot, he can snuggle. We're going to put that all together. So total, how many syllables are in that bolded spot? 4. And then telephone pole again. So I'm going to say the poem again, and I want you to clap the bolded words with me. So only the bolded words. Here we go. The woodpecker pecked out a little round hole and made him a house in the telephone pole. One day when I watched, he poked out his head, and he had on a hood and a collar of red. When the streams of the rain poured out of the sky, and the sparkles of lightning go flashing by, and the big, big wheels of thunder roll, he can snuggle back in the telephone pole. Okay, so let's do it one more time, because sometimes it's hard to catch those words when they're coming. Same thing again. I'll say it, you clap the bolded words when we get to them. Ready, go. The woodpecker pecked out a little round hole and made him a house in the telephone pole. One day when I watched, he poked out his head, and he had on a hood and a collar of red. When the streams of the rain pour out of the sky, and the sparkles of lightning go flashing by, and the big, big wheels of thunder roll, he can snuggle back in the telephone pole. Good. Okay, so let's just take pole and say and clap it 4 times. Ready, go. Pole, 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 pole. Now let's do lightning 4 times. Ready, go. Lightning, 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 lightning. Let's do he can snuggle 4 times. Ready, go. He can snuggle, he can snuggle, he can snuggle, he can snuggle. Let's do that one more time, because that one is fairly fast because each syllable is short. Ready, go. He can snuggle, he can snuggle, he can snuggle, he can snuggle. Good. Now let's do woodpecker. Ready, go. Woodpecker, 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 woodpecker. And then telephone. Ready, go. Telephone, 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 telephone. Okay, now looking at... Oh, I went the wrong way. There we go. Looking at these words from our poem, you can see how they fit on a steady beat. So pole takes up 1 steady beat to itself. Lightning is 2 sounds on a steady beat. Woodpecker is 3 sounds on a steady beat. Telephone is also 3 sounds on a steady beat. He can snuggle is 4 sounds on a steady beat. And then we have our beat of silence, which is nothing on a steady beat. So pole should look familiar. 1 sound on 1 steady beat is ta, ta. Lightning should look familiar. 2 sounds on a steady beat is t, t. The rest of them are new. Woodpecker and telephone are not the same, even though they have the same amount of sounds on the beat. If you look closely, it's not so easy to see in telephone, but woodpecker, you can see wood is separated from pecker. When you have a compound word, you can break it up. Wood is 1 syllable, pecker is 2. So the long sound in woodpecker is in the beginning. Long, short, short. Woodpecker. telephone is the opposite. They didn't do a good job with this one because I can't tell either. But telephone. Tele is not really a word by itself, but we can separate that, and that's our short sound. And then phone is a long sound. So it's the opposite of woodpecker. Telephone, short, short, long. Woodpecker is long, short, short. Woodpecker. So that's how they're different. And then he can snuggle is 4 equal sounds on one beat. So they're all short and they go fairly quickly because they have to fit on one beat. So let's go through and say and clap each box one time each. Ready, go. Pull, lightning, woodpecker, telephone. He can snuggle. One more time. Ready, go. Pull, lightning, woodpecker, telephone. He can snuggle. Good. So, looking down, we have a pattern here. Some of the birds are red, some of them are blue, because I want you to clap the red ones and then pat your lap for the blue ones. Don't do it yet, just watch me. I'll do it first. So it's going to go like this. Lightning, lightning, he can snuggle. Lightning, 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 he can snuggle. Pull. Okay, now let's try it together. Ready, go. Lightning, lightning, he can snuggle. Lightning, 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 he can snuggle. Pull. One more time. Ready, go. Lightning, lightning, he can snuggle. Lightning, 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 he can snuggle. Pull. Good. And then let's take a look at our second pattern. All red, which means clapping. Just watch and listen first. It goes like this. Woodpecker, telephone. Let's try it together. Ready, go. Woodpecker, telephone. Again. Woodpecker, telephone. One more time. Woodpecker, telephone. Good. So we know ta, pull, tt, lightning, and now we have our 3 new rhythms that look like this. So you have pull, we know, lightning, tt. Woodpecker is a T and 2 new notes called 16th notes. Telephone's the opposite. The 16th notes come first, then we have a T, the 8th note, and then he can snuggle is 4 16th notes. Pull we know is ta, lightning is tt, woodpecker. We have T for our 8th note. 16th notes are ticka. So it's T ticka, woodpecker, T ticka. Telephone, it's the same thing, just the opposite way. So the ticka's first, ticka T, telephone. And then he can snuggle is just ticka ticka.